guys, it's Gamer Ahmer here. So today we're going to go ahead and play some limited run games. I actually had this one for a little while, but I never actually opened it up. I was pretty excited to play it, so we'll go ahead and play this today. This is Super Hydorah, and this is a limited run game. So of course I got this special collector's edition, and it was on sale when I got it. So we'll go ahead and quickly open this up while everything's loading. Just let me know exactly how this sounds. So we have this pretty sweet box that's included with the game, and it comes packaged with a lot of cool extras. So it kind of resembles a Super Nintendo box right here. So it has this nostalgic effect to it. So the back side actually looks like this. So it has some information on there, and it has a couple clips from the game. So this is definitely a pretty sweet looking box. And then of course, with all limited run games, they come with these pretty cool collectible cards. So here we have this one. So this is the ship from the game. So this is a pretty cool shoot 'em up game. And then of course the back says, Super Hydorah, take the controls of your ship and prepare to die. Super Hydorah is a non-linear horizontal shoot 'em up designed to offer a challenging and memorable experience, sublimating the wisdom and richness of traditional Shmup classics. The game has direct action, nostalgic art, and a wide variety of unique spatial content and situations. It is hours of intense fun, alone or with your friends, to face the menace of the Meroptions aboard the Delta Lance. So far it looks pretty neat, and we have this game case right here, typical PS4 game case. Has some pretty cool images from the game on the back. And then it even comes with this mission manual. So that's pretty neat, as most games don't actually come with all of this pretty cool extras. So it has some controls and some items on here. Just some helpful information, some weapons about the game, some system, campaign, and there's the humans, the Division, Guardians, and just some pretty cool information in here. And then it even came with this pretty cool soundtrack right here. So this has, let's see, looks like it has 76 items on this extended soundtrack. So that's pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and listen while we play. And then it even came with this pretty sweet looking poster. So here we have this pretty sweet poster. So now we'll go ahead and get started on this game. So I definitely like the images right away. This pretty cool bit era. This artwork is definitely pretty sweet. So it definitely has this retro nostalgic feel to it. And there are some pretty cool images right there. So I'll go ahead and pull up this stream so that I can stay updated with you guys. If you guys, oh, thank you, I appreciate it. So that is from the Nintendo Freaks. Love your videos. So I really appreciate that. So we'll go ahead and just start playing. Hopefully this one isn't too challenging. I know these shoot 'em up games can be pretty difficult. And the cool thing about this game is that it didn't take long to load at all. I think I just stuck it in the PS4 and it was good to go. So you could go ahead and have 1 player start new game, 2 player, or you could do this 2 player start robot chase. So we'll go ahead and start a new game, just 1 player.
Delta Lance, An eruption force has been detected in this sector. Engage.
Okay, ready to rock, Colonel.
Unit 87, take off.
So this is definitely pretty cool. I like this older style feel to it already. And of course, when you collect things like that, it may even change some of your weapons. Oh. So maybe I should actually change this. Alright, so this is definitely pretty sweet. So that might be a little bit better since it seems like everything kind of happens on the opposite side of the screen there. So it looks like everything kind of changed up on us. So you have to avoid all of these while you're shooting at them. Oh! So I guess when you get hit, you lose that shield that you earned. Yeah, this definitely looks like one of those classic 16-bit shoot 'em up games. Oh, and we're already at the boss right here. Woo! Oh no. Okay, so it looks like it leaves off. Or starts over where it left off. This is definitely pretty intense. Oh. So we will just go ahead and continue. Okay, so it looks like we have these different mission selects right here. Yeah, I know, it definitely resembles those TurboGrafx games. It's definitely pretty neat. Alright, so we'll have to replay this one again. Just trying to get used to all of the different controls here. So I always like these games, just because you have to be pretty quick moving on these. Okay, good, we got that shield. I'm definitely digging this style game. It's pretty neat to see this play on a PlayStation 4. So I really like a lot of the limited run games. I do have quite a few in my collection. I don't have as many as I would like though. So I'm really excited that I picked up this one for a pretty sweet deal. As if you guys follow limited run games, sometimes they have end of the year specials and specials on certain games that they may have extras of. So that's actually how I got this one. Alright, so here we are again. Oh! So I wonder exactly how many times you have to hit this boss. Oh, there we go. Yes, this is actually on PlayStation 4. So I'm playing the PlayStation 4 version. So this is... But this is the limited run version of the game here. Sorry, this is my first time playing it. So I figured I'd just either sink or swim with it. So hopefully I can get past this and learn a little bit as I carry on here.
Power.
But these were always games that you could just kind of spam play and just keep going if you wanted to destroy some enemies. I like how it has that little warning. Alright, so that first level is pretty quick. I thought the boss would be easier. Yeah, I mean it might be easy, I might just be cutting it just a little too short. So I'm just kind of curious how many, that was my bad, I was talking. But I'm kind of curious how many times you actually have to hit it. And maybe if I had a better power-up, because this kind of spits out in bursts. Maybe if I had something that kind of shot a little bit more. So I guess it's 2 times that you die. Or never mind, maybe it's 3. Come on, I think I was close that time. Yeah, it definitely is a little bit tough. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. But I think the more that you kind of play it, I guess the better that you get. And hopefully I can get that one, I think that has the shield with it. So right there, how it has this one, I think. This one kind of shoots a little bit different. Oh, and that was it. So now I have to... Because if you notice, when you hit some of the enemies, those little items that you collect, they actually change color. Regardless, though, it's still pretty fun. I think the graphics alone make it. See how these change colors? So I think this one might be the way to go as long as I don't get hit. Oh, that was pretty cool. Did you guys see that? When that thing exploded. So I think I was just right there when I played the boss that last time. Oh no. Darn it! I died right then. I lost my shield. So I think that's what I need to do is have that shield maybe when I battle this first boss. That might help. That'd be nice if I could pick it up, but you have to make it all the way through the first one without getting hit. So maybe that meter at the bottom is the one that I should be looking at for the boss. Wonder how many continues it'll let you have too. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. So I think it's this one. That's pretty cool. That art style on that is pretty neat looking. Okay, so that's definitely helpful. So hopefully, fingers crossed this time. Uh-oh. Yes! Okay, there we go. Oh yeah. So I got Cadet Good bonus. And a new weapon. So now it looks like we just move on to each of these. So this game is a limited run game, and it's called Super Hydorah. So this is definitely a pretty sweet game. I have it for the PlayStation 4, that's what I'm playing. So, I know that was a little bit challenging right away, but it could also be me, because I haven't played this game before. So you can go ahead and pick these different. Okay, I guess it's this one. It's the only one that it lets you. Okay, so this is different. Okay, so look at that. We're throwing bombs down too. So now it has a little bit more to it because you have to destroy these. This definitely reminds me of one of the Vectrix games that I played, where you have to shoot across and then drop some bombs as well. So this is really cool. I really like this game. I like the soundtrack so far. It definitely has that retro nostalgic feel to it. And there's just so much going on. It's really cool. Okay, this part's getting a little tricky here. Ooh! Okay, right away. Okay, so maybe you can drop things on it too. Okay, that one was a little bit harder. Yeah, it's definitely pretty interesting. So I didn't start out with my shield. I think that's the way to go. Those right there kind of blend in with the background a little bit. So that definitely makes it a little bit challenging. But I guess the cool thing is it lets you start out with some of these. So I just need to get some sort of power up with the shield, and then maybe a power up that lets you shoot out a couple at a time so that it goes a little bit quicker. This boss is definitely shooting a lot. I'm not really sure of the pattern either. So I don't want to start dropping too many bombs on it. Alright, I think I was kind of close on that one. Ooh, not that time. And then I guess it gives you 3 chances to hit the boss. So if you screw up the first 2, you still have a 3rd. So that's pretty cool. I'm sure at the end of playing this, it's gonna have a lot of continues on here. But hopefully each time that I play this game, maybe it'll get a little bit easier. But I figured I'd play it for the first time today, and then if I wanted to play it again, I could always practice a little bit, get used to some of this, and then just keep playing it little by little. It's like a little robot figure or something walking at the bottom. Alright, so this is the one that I want. It's the one with the shield. And then I have to figure out how you shoot 2 rows as opposed to just one. I think that'll come in handy with the final boss. No! Of course, right at the end I lose that shield. Alright, so that's the one that I want when it turns that purplish color. Okay, if you also go down, I don't know why I did that, but if you do that, you will die. So you can't hit the environment. And then you also lose your points when you restart like that. When you hit continue. I don't think your points stay each time. So this one. Oh, okay, that got a little bit congested right there. So we'll just have to battle the boss. Okay, I see what you do. So now there's only 2. Okay, I see how it goes. So each layer of this boss shoots something. So if you destroy the top, it won't shoot out the top anymore. So I guess you have to destroy that part first. You can't just go to the middle. Maybe? Oh. Alright, so I think I figured that out a little bit too late. So if I get the shield and then I try and destroy the boss by defeating the top and the bottom first, then that'll just leave the middle. I'm curious if anyone watching has actually played this game before. If that sounds about accurate. Oh no! Not sure if there's another section in here that gives you that shield option. But it looks like that might have been the only chance to get it. Oh, come on. Okay, so that right there. And right here, boom, got the shield. Wonder how challenging the last level is, or how long it'll take me to make it there. I know, there's so much. It's still really fun though, because each time I'm playing, I'm noticing a little bit more and more. So I know it looks like it's probably a little bit frustrating, but I'm still enjoying it. Because I'm just kind of going through and just picking up little tips along the way. There we go. So the challenging part is to actually keep this shield the whole time. That is the main challenge. And then of course, I'm sure next time I play, I'll try and be a little bit more conscious of points and not using continues to go ahead and get as many points as I can. Alright, so here we go. No. Oh, this is hard. This is hard.
Radiant. Bombs. Missing.
Alright, so maybe I'm just not meant to have that shield. So another cool thing is that I recently picked up a couple more shoot 'em up games that I'm not sure if I've actually played them before. They are for the PlayStation 2. So if I can figure out how to hook that up to this setup that I have, then I'll definitely have to play that too, because definitely in a shoot 'em up mood now. Okay, right there. There's another one. So that would have been my chance to grab it for the shield. I didn't even notice that the first few times that I played. So there is one more chance. See how fast it's moving? No! I think I was close. No! But I definitely think that's how you do it. Or I guess if you hit the middle, maybe that might kind of help, but I think you have to break it down piece by piece.
Miss it.
Yeah, it did. It got really quick. Definitely has that old style, that old school feel to it, where it's very unforgiving, pretty challenging. You gotta play it a lot of times. It's not just one of those quick and easy, you know, gameplays. Now, I'm sure that there's some people out there that this might come a little bit easier to, but it's definitely a little bit challenging for me. So right here, this one. So that's where you get it at the end, right before the boss. So here we go. Oh, I already lost the shield. See, it gets even faster when you hit one. When you hit one thing with it, it starts to pick up the pace.
Radiant. Gone. Miss it.
Maybe that's something that I can try too, is maybe drop some of those missiles on it. So instead of just shooting it, or the bombs. So maybe I can try that. Because I really haven't done that with that final boss. your setup, you can get HDMI. See, that's what I have. And I have the Elgato. I don't think I've tried it with the PS2, but I know I have tried it with the NES and the Super Nintendo, the N64, and the Genesis. I tried to hook those up, but for some reason, this TV that I have in this room, it won't recognize it. The whole screen goes black and it says no signal. So I think this little TV that I have in this setup, I think maybe that doesn't recognize those older bit style games. But at least with the PS4 and everything, of course it's going to recognize that because it has higher resolution and, you know, it can recognize the 1080p and all of that. And for some reason with that upscaler, it just doesn't recognize it. Yes, I did. I hit other. And I see people who set it up the same exact way that I did, where you know, put the HDMI in the TV, then you put the other end into the Elgato and yada yada. But for some reason it just wouldn't recognize it on my TV. Now I could see the game, the Super Nintendo and everything, on the computer itself, but of course if I tried to play it by only looking at the computer and not the TV, then it would lag. There was like a few second lag. So, I mean, it could just be me. I'm not really too skilled with setting up all this stuff, but I think the PS2 might work because, of course, it has like that higher resolution. But I would love to play some of those retro style games that I have because, you know, I picked up so many great ones. Even some shoot 'em ups like Musha for the Sega Genesis. I really want to stream that one. And there's just Hagane and some other harder Super Nintendo games and even some of the classics that I played growing up. I definitely need to figure that one out. Oh no. Okay, well that one shoots a little bit faster. So. But yeah, those are definitely a work in progress. So as soon as I can figure that out. Yeah, that's what I also considered. I just have to find I guess a cheaper little TV, as I have like so many TVs. But it could be this TV, because this one that I have with my computer setup is just an older style TV that I had before I upgraded the one in my game room to a 55-inch television. So this one is a little bit old school, and it's an LCD, it's not even an LED TV. So I mean, it could just be because it's a little bit older and kind of outdated. So I mean, that could be why it's not hooking up to the HDMI converter. But once I figure that out, then I can definitely get, you know, moving with everything. And yeah, the prison TV is pretty cool. I still haven't, I need to get a different style bit because they didn't have just a standard Phillips head or flathead, because they didn't want prisoners, you know, going in there and putting stuff in the TV and taking parts out and making, you know, weapons and stuff with the items. So they have these like tamper resistant ones. So as soon as I figure out which actual bit they use, I can go ahead and open it up, get some LEDs, put them in there, make it, you know, bright and colorful. I know, when I start talking, I get distracted pretty easily. Hey, but you never know, maybe if I just keep talking, I'm bound to beat it at some point. So I just really want to go into the boss battle and have that shield so that it'll give me, you know, at least one chance to get hit and lose the shield. Because it's so difficult only having... Ah! No, I tried to rush it. Okay.
Radiant. Gone. Missed.
I wonder if there's a limit to how many continues you can have. Because I gotta be reaching that at some point, I'm sure. And I'm not exactly sure, but I think in the last one is when I was shooting out like a double line of because that might help too. You know, if you have like a double line of missiles. See, those guys at the bottom, they kind of sneak up on you, I think. Yep. Oh, come on. Oh man. I feel like I'm just so close. I want to at least see what the next level is, and then... Okay, I didn't want that one, but... All right. Oh. Blood pressure. I know, I'm sure that if I wasn't streaming, I'd probably do a little bit better. I think it's just, you kind of know in your head that you have to try not to suck. But it's still fun, and you know, as this is a limited run game, you know, they don't make very many of these, you know, special edition copies, so you know, if it's something that you guys like, I'd like to share it, so that if you guys are out and, you know, you see someone selling one of these games, because a bunch of people do, they buy, you know, some of those limited edition games, and of course they'll sell them, but, you know, you can see if it's something that you like, and if you find a good deal on it, then maybe it's something that you can add to your collection. I definitely think it's worth it, especially the edition that I bought. It has that extra soundtrack, that poster, even the box alone has that nostalgic feel to it. Hey there, how's it going? Yeah, this is definitely pretty fun game. I think that's the one that actually had that shield in it that I let past me. Yeah, it's a really fun game. It's called Super Hydorah, and this is a limited run game. But I'm definitely digging it. Yeah, that one right there has this power up, so I want the shield. Oh. Of course I don't hit it with any of the enemies. I run into the background. Okay, now if I just keep this. Oh! Okay, so you can do that. You can use those bombs, and it looks like it went a little bit quicker. So now I just have to retry that.
Ready. Go. Miss.
Now something that I noticed is, see how with the boss level, it only let me do it one time, then I had to restart, but then sometimes you can do it 3 times in a row without having to restart. So I wonder how it decides that. Oh, it didn't give me the shield, unless it changed. Okay. Alright, so when it does explode, it kind of shoots out some things, so maybe that's the downfall of using the bomb. So the missile. Okay. That's kinda good now. Oh no! No! Did that count? Did that count? No! 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 Oh no. Okay, so you can do that. Kind of sit up here and you gotta watch when it explodes not to get hit. And then okay, so that's how you do it. Oh, I almost was not paying attention. Oh, this one's pretty neat. It kind of looks like we're in like this. Oh, look at those! It looks like little bats, like we're in a little cave. So you just kind of sit at the top there. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, those are not cool. Those are pretty difficult. Yes. Oh wait, do I have to redo that again?
Rainy day. Gone. Missed.
Oh no, I have to redo that. Okay, so this should be easy now. Well, easier. I say that, but I'll still find out. Okay, at least I figured out how to successfully do it. I wonder if that's a... So I guess there might be a different checkpoint for that new level that I was just playing. Unless it's like a part 2 or something, I don't know. Hey, what's up? Alright, so I want this one. Definitely need to get back to that level that I was just playing, because that one's really awesome. Alright. See, I wonder if there's certain checkpoints on here. How that thing kind of branched off. And I want this one with the shield. So I figured that out rather quickly. See this part, is this like a continuation then, if it's not its own? Because I made it here the one time, and when I died, it sent me all the way back. So I wonder... See, these little bat things are pretty sweet. Looking in this little cave. But it's those, that right there. Oh, those things kind of shoot you, so. Gotta be careful with those, because they look like they're part of the green. But they're shooting you. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. Thought I was gonna have to replay everything all over again. So I really like how this one looks, and then when you hit them, those are pretty cool. This part right here is... that you have to be careful for. Oh no. So I guess if I die this time, I guess you get 3 chances. Yeah, I'm kind of curious too. I know that you can play it with 2-player, because right at the beginning it said that you can play it, and it says... I know in one of these boxes or somewhere that I read it said that you can team up. Yeah, alone or with your friends. So I mean, I know that you can do it with 2 players. But I'm sure that you'd have to kind of both be at like the same pace and pay attention to, you know, pretty much everything, but especially so that you don't get hit while the other person's doing pretty well. And so I tried to do it before with the missiles, and it just seemed a little bit too challenging, so I found this little trick. Oh, you just can't die on that explosion. But you just drop these bombs because they're a lot more powerful than the missiles, and have to avoid that explosion. So when all those little pieces. So, just like that. And this is the level, or part of it, where I haven't actually beat it. Oh. But I definitely like the design on here. See right there, those things are pretty crazy too. But I really like how the design of this game is. I like that it's for the PlayStation 4. So I've used a lot of continues. But I definitely appreciate everyone stopping by and being patient, as this is my first time actually sitting down and playing this game. I've wanted to play it for quite some time now, but I never opened it. I just had it in a to-play pile, so I'm trying to get through and actually catch up on some of the games that I have. But I'll probably try this, one last time. If I don't advance, then I'll probably just end it there, but if I do, I'll continue. So we'll go through this last continue here, and then I can always pick up this game a little bit later. Just trying to take a break from Crash Team Racing. It's a little bit more challenging than I remember it was, so figure I'll play some games that I need to get caught up on. And I have a few other limited run games too. They're of course different style games in this one, but some fighting games and stuff, so I'll try and play some of those as well. That way I can actually get through and play some of the games. There we go. So that is, they kind of make it a little bit easier. Instead of using your missiles, use the bombs. I'm sure that one time that I played this, I was probably close to the end, because they're not extremely long. There's just a lot of action-packed enemies in these, because you got things shooting you from above, you got things walking on the top, and then some things kind of, move towards you, some just kind of go in their own direct path. these things better just to zip past them. Oh no. Hey there, how's it going? Appreciate everyone stopping by. Just to recap, we're playing this limited run game. This is Super Hydorah. So this is a pretty sweet title from Limited Run Games. And this is the PlayStation 4 version, which is pretty neat because it came in this pretty old school style box right here. So just trying to make it through. It's a little bit challenging, but you know, I'm kind of getting the hang of it as we go along. I kind of learned an easy way to beat this level, or the boss part of this level. So not that. I wish that part that I was just at was a checkpoint, because that would make it much easier if I didn't have to play this part, the boss, again, just to kind of make it there. So this is what I want, but oh, I don't want that one. I want the other one. Yeah, it's definitely pretty cool. It's a little challenging in some spots, but it definitely has that older style retro feel to it. So it's pretty cool. I really like the graphics on here. I like how it was drawn out and designed. And I definitely like the music. And then this particular version that I bought from Limited Run Games, which of course I got on sale. They were having a, I think it was at the end of the year, clearance sale where some of their unsold games they relisted on their website. And they had those mystery boxes. So this one actually came with a soundtrack, a poster, the retro style box to it, and the game itself. And I got it for a pretty reasonable price. It's definitely pretty fun, has that old style feel. Definitely like I'm playing back in the day. Has some challenging parts to it. And I think the more that I play through it, appreciate it. Yeah, it definitely does. It has that style shoot 'em up to it. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Okay, so that one. Alright, so I guess when it goes down is the easiest one. No. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop. I definitely appreciate everyone stopping by. Oh, no checker flag. No, this isn't checker flag. Well, I guess I'll do one last. I'll do another go through. So this is for anyone who's just now joining, which I see someone did. This is a limited run game. It's called Super Hydorah, and this is a pretty awesome shoot 'em up game. It came in this retro style box right here, which is really cool. It definitely looks like a Super Nintendo game. And then on the back here it has some images, some gameplay. You can play it 2-player as well. Comes with this PlayStation 4 version right here, and of course it's limited run games. It even comes with this pretty awesome manual inside of there. And if you guys are familiar with limited run games, you'll know that they all come with these pretty sweet collectible cards. This one even came with this original soundtrack. So it has 76 items in here. Now, it also came with this pretty cool poster as well, which is just a larger version of that. Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like. It's one of those, you know, pretty sweet looking shoot 'em up games where you got a lot going on. But it's pretty cool that it's on this PlayStation 4. So I already beat the first level and then the boss, and then that I guess qualifies as a checkpoint. And then how this one works is you have this little level, then you have the boss, and then it brings you into this other level. So there isn't really a checkpoint after this, so you have to go back and play it. But it gives you, you know, I've used a lot of continues in this, so it definitely gives you a lot of room to continue. And I'm sure that the more you play it, you know, the easier it gets. But I've learned that these shields come in handy, because instead of just getting hit once and then dying, you kind of get a little bit more forgiveness in this. And then I learned a pretty cool thing when trying to defeat the boss at the end of this level. Instead of using your missiles, you have this bomb. So that's unlike the first level where you only had that missile, you didn't have that pretty cool bomb. So after you move through that, you unlock some of those weapons. So here we go. So this is the boss, which you can take your time and just hit it with the missiles. And it gets a lot faster when you hit it with the missiles, because you have to go through each individual part. But then when you hit it with these bombs, it's kind of a little bit easier. So that one wasn't too bad. And this is the part that for some reason it doesn't bring you a checkpoint past that boss. So this is where I've died every time. But I mean, this is just so beautiful with these graphics right here. It brings back that old style of playing back on the Turbo Graphics 16, and then, you know, of course, all the Super Nintendo games. It definitely has that retro feel to it. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was just a mid-boss. Just the way that the first level was set up was a little bit different, so maybe it'll be much harder than how that one was. So these little things are vicious. Have to try not to get hit. So I want this one with the shield. We all know that I need it. Okay, I'm gonna go through here. Oh no! Alright, let's... Nope! It's gonna make me go all the way back there. But, I mean, there are a lot of
Missed it.
different things that you can unlock. See, it's pretty addicting. So I have to wait until this turns right there. Shield. I'm sure that there's other ones that people like, but I definitely like the one that has a shield with it. Because of that. And then there's one other spot that lets you get one of those too, so I have to try not to miss it. So that's right here. There we go. Oh. Well, that was terrible. Yeah, it's definitely challenging. But, I mean, it's not real frustrating, because after playing that Crash Team Racing, that was definitely a little bit frustrating, because I don't remember it being that difficult. So I needed to take a little bit of a break, and wanted to stream for you guys, and try to show some of the limited run games that I have in my collection. As I do have quite a few. I have a lot of fighting games for limited run games. And there's just so many games that I haven't played, so like you guys always say, I need to play my games. So I figured that this would be a good chance today. And then I can catch up on filming some of my videos. Ones that I take time and edit, so figure while I'm off today, I'll go ahead and get caught up on some things. If I have a chance, I may even pop back on and play some more games for you guys. And then, of course, if you guys follow my other videos and stuff, and you've seen some games in some of my videos. Yeah, I know it does. It starts out real slow. Like right here, nothing's going on. And then you got these little guys at the bottom. And then this is the thing that gives you this little boost, so you need that. And that's what happens, because some of these are just floating around, but then some kind of come directly at you. And then each time you play it, you know, you notice some different... Ooh. Like each time I play it, I notice something a little bit different, or I look at the background and get a little bit distracted. There we go, shield. That's the hard part, not getting hit right there. Okay. So now we're on to this. I guess it is. I guess it's a mid-boss. Oh. Whoops. So we'll try that again. Okay. Darn it. Yeah, so this was the first one, outer wall, and then it won't let you go anywhere till you beat it. So this is a limited run game. This is Super Hydorah, and it's for the PlayStation 4. So I got this pretty sweet game from Limited Run. And
Bombs. Missed.
it's definitely really fun. It has this older style feel to it. So it has those retro and nostalgic effects to the game here.
Turtle.
Which it's pretty challenging, but it's pretty addicting. So I keep saying I'm gonna get off here, and then, you know, I'm like, one more time. You know, unfortunately, when you restart, the only downfall is that you lose all your points. So eventually, I guess whenever I get better, which will probably take a lot of playthroughs. So as long as this doesn't go up. Okay, we're not. Oh. There we go. Oh. So you have to watch those things when pieces of it explode. But I noticed that if you blow off the top of it first, it kind of makes it easier because then it doesn't shoot back at you. Just kind of camp up here. Alright, so this is where I kind of left off at. Hoping I can push past this and then... I don't like these things. First time they got me, and that was one too many times. See, those things, I think they follow you. See how it said score lost? So I think this one might be probably the last playthrough, so hopefully, unless I make it a little bit further. But that way I can go ahead and pick up this game and play it a little bit later. Hopefully if I, you know, take a little bit of a break and then come back to this, it might be better. Might notice something that I've been missing this time. Oh. Alright. So here we go with this little boss right here. There we go. So there we just pick up right where I left off. Those little things, they kind of get you. I need the shield right there. Oh, yep, I definitely needed that. Alright, so that looks a little bit better. Oh, come on. I didn't get banned from Twitch. So I don't... I think I have a different name on Twitch, so I definitely, I'm not sure. Should have my, Twitch information in the link or somewhere on one of my social medias. Because I knew that when I went on Twitch, I tried to pick a certain name and it was already taken, so. Because I usually play on here. So, let me just pull that up. Oh no. I didn't even hit continue. No, I'm not banned. My name on there is X Brandalion X. So it's a little bit different. Oh, I definitely appreciate that. I really hope it does, just because I have a lot of fun on it. So that would be really cool, but no, so yeah, I'll go ahead and save this. So I guess that's my high score. Of course, I'm number 10, but no, I definitely appreciate everyone stopping by. I really appreciate that, and I'm not sure if my Twitch name is actually in the link below, but I'll make sure that I go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'm sure I would. I'm currently trying to figure out, you know, how to set that up where I can stream it on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I know that there's a certain program that you can go ahead and do that. I think you might have to pay monthly for it, but as soon as I can figure that out, I would actually like to do that. That way I can kind of bring in a different audience as well, where I'd have Twitch and YouTube, and then that way, you know, I'll definitely play a lot of my games a little bit more, and then I'll still also do my edited videos on YouTube. So I'll kind of, you know, play a little bit on both. So that's definitely a goal of mine, you know, kind of doing everything myself right now. So I'm just, you know, figuring it out as I go. I definitely appreciate all the support and everything definitely appreciate you guys stopping by, but I'll go ahead and leave all my social media and link it all up in this video after I'm finished with it. But I definitely appreciate everyone stopping by, and yeah, I'm glad that you could stop by too. It sounds like, you might have needed to escape. So, but this is for anyone either just joining in. Yeah. See, I haven't really messed around too much with Twitch, but I have heard that, and once I can get everything set up with more retro style games on this TV and this computer setup, I'll definitely be playing a lot more games, because as you guys know, I have tons of games and I'm always picking it up. Yeah, I tried to stick with, one name and do Gamer Ahmer, but I think it was already taken. So I decided to kind of use both names. On a lot of different platforms I have Gamer Ahmer, but if you guys know, my Instagram name is xBrandalineX. So that's just, something that I always went by. And, I kind of have both for that. So I have my Instagram name, and I'll go ahead and drop all those links below so that you guys can, check that out. And then as soon as I figure out how to stream everything at once, I'll definitely be streaming on Twitch as well. But just to recap, this was a quick little playthrough of this pretty awesome Super Hydorah game, and this is a limited run game, so there weren't too many copies released. So there's the back of the case right there. This is for PlayStation 4. It came in this awesome retro style Super Nintendo style box, and this is definitely pretty sweet looking. And then the back here, it shows a little bit of images right there, and it definitely resembles a Super Nintendo box, and it has that old style retro classic feel to it. It even came with this awesome, pretty sweet, this is the soundtrack, and it has some information. This is a Super Hydorah extended. On the back it has all of these. Now this looks like it has 76 tracks on here, so I'll have to check that one out, as I really enjoy the music. And then it even came with this pretty huge poster that's pretty cool looking. So I appreciate everyone stopping by. Make sure you guys stay tuned for more gameplays. I'll probably move through some of my limited run games, as I haven't even opened up quite a few of them, but I'm trying to get better at actually playing some of the games that I have instead of just hoarding them and keeping some sealed. But also came with this pretty cool limited run card. So I greatly appreciate everyone stopping by. I'll drop all the links below to all my social media. So I post a little bit of different things on each of them. Sometimes I give updates on when I'm about to go live, and sometimes I just, randomly decide to go live. So I appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Gamer Ahmer. Make sure you guys stay tuned for more videos, and go ahead and like this video, leave some comments on it, and let me know what you'd like me to play. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more.